Still smoking. Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to North Country Off Grid. We got our engine taken apart. So our truck is blowing smoke, was blowing smoke, is still blowing smoke, but we've made some improvements, guys. We got pretty much the whole top end tore down on the truck. Here, one of these chickens out of here, hang on. Get. So we got the top end taken down completely. We went for the EGR delete, so we got our EGR completely welded shut to delete that function. I gotta put my glasses on, the sun's coming down. There we go, now I can see you. So we got it all put back together. We did a couple of things, guys. We've got some stuff working towards the positive. We've got some stuff still going bad. And then we got some stuff kind of got to go back in and fix. Here we go. So we got the EGR put back into place, and all of this has to come out. It's right down there, right below it all. We got the EGR put back into place. While we were going in, our intake manifold was loose. There was actually oil getting through. You could tell some air and dirt were getting through towards the front of the air intake manifold. So while reassembling it, we got some new gaskets for that. We sucked it down. We torqued it down to its proper specs. Whoever had done work on this last, they tightened one way down over here, and what that did was raised up this side, and it was allowing basically the fronts of the intake manifold to allow air in. So we weren't performing at our peak best, and that's what we're trying to get to. We're trying to create a little more horsepower in this because it was lacking in some horsepower. So there was definitely some stuff existing in here, and we got a lot of that stuff kind of ironed out, which was great. So coming over to this side here, guys, we worked on the injectors. Now the computer was throwing a code for the number 8 injector, and it was saying to replace the number 4 injector. So what we wound up doing was taking that number 4 injector out. Actually, we took them all out, and we replaced the O-rings on them, on all 4 of the injectors on this side. We replaced all of the O-rings, and then we stuck them back in. Now it hasn't thrown a code since, but it's still having issues. It's still having a little bit of sputtering going on. So I think what we're going to do is take out that injector and just put a whole new injector in. We're just gonna buy a new one and stick it in there, and hopefully that fixes that. Now after getting everything put back in, we're actually getting a noticeable amount of more horsepower. Our turbo is spooling up a lot better. It sounds a lot better. You can tell it's functioning. When we took it down, we actually found a piece of duct tape inside of it that was scorched black. And it was just floating around in there. So we're lucky we didn't do any damage to it, but we did remove that. So our smoke has turned from a white smoke. While going down the road, we were kind of blowing it all out, letting things settle down, letting the computer reconfigure, because we did have to take the computer out. So everything was just settling in, and there was a point where we kind of had a big gush of smoke, a little bit of a hiccup in the motor, and then boom, it was running smooth again. So everything kind of connected and settled, and all of the fluids got back in and got going. So I think that we have made a lot of progress on here. The smoke has turned to more of a gray and black smoke coming out, which is more indicative of a fuel injector being bad. It's only showing that one fuel injector is being bad, so that is going to be our next fix. Now we've also got a little bit of an exhaust leak from the turbo, just from the way we put it back in. The back pipe is not seated perfectly, so that's what I'm going to be doing today, is taking all of this apart again, disconnecting my turbo, and then getting that reseated so that the turbo is basically airtight and it's not allowing exhaust to sneak out, because that is not an optimal system for our turbo. It needs all that pressure in there. So our next step after the injector, according to the computer, is that we can go in and we can fix our fuel injection pressure regulator. It's back there, back behind the turbo. It's kind of difficult to get to, but we'll take that out. We'll put a new one in, and then beyond that, we've got our FICM. It is kind of the sensor, the computer of the truck. We may also have to replace that as well. Each of these parts are a few $100. So what we're going to do is go through, put in the injector, run it, Hopefully that fixes it. If that doesn't fix it, we're gonna go to the injection sensor in the back. If that doesn't work, then we're replacing the FICM. That's where we're at with the truck. Hopefully we can get it back on the road. I'm not gonna meet my timelines of all my dates of the stuff I have going on, unfortunately, and I've kind of disappeared from YouTube for the last few days because, guys, I've been at this. This is day number 4 now working on this. A lot of putting it together, taking it apart. I'm not alone. Luckily, I've been getting a lot of help for the last 3 days. I'm alone today, but I feel pretty confident in getting in there and adjusting the turbo on my own and taking all this stuff out. Hopefully putting it back together properly as well. All right, guys, well, that is it. Hopefully we can get the 6.0 back on the road and doing its farm truck duties out here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for all of the suggestions. Many of you guys have pointed us down the right path. So if you've got a suggestion on what to do next, tip, a trick, let me know. Put it in the comments. Guys, we appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next one.